get close to people. Don't be afraid of old people. Tell your children your stories, and your grandchildren love and treasure them, and tell them the stories to make them love you. There are mighty few people I talk to who can't say, you know, my grandmother or my grandfather told me one time. Don't separate those stories from your children. Give it to them. Because there's so many things happen, we don't know how they happen, or why they happen, or how it was to be like it was to be, or why we were this color. Well, anyway, we do know that God made Adam and Eve first. And they were doing beautiful. They were getting along just fine. Everything, they weren't arguing about anything. Everything was just, they sitting on the front porch. They had two big rocking chairs. It's the same size rocking chair. There wasn't no difference in the rocking chair. Adam's rocking chair wasn't no bigger than Eve's. Sit down, they laugh and talk. And right out front there, right in the park, right in front of the house there, they had two great big old Studebakers. And one for both of them. Well, one day Adam went down to the creek down there, and he put something in there, and he started fishing. Caught a fish. He said, "What's this? I've been missing this sitting up there on that porch." So he went back, carried the fish on back up there to Eve. He said, "Come fish up some of this stuff for supper." Now Eve didn't even have no newspaper to wrap it up in it. He had to go and clean the fish. No, Adam wasn't going to do it. He had to go clean the fish. The fish and carry on, you know. So she cleaned the fish, and then that thing started getting a mess on the thing. Because Adam would go down fishing every day. Then he learned to hunt, and he was just doing. And Eve says, "I'm just so mad I could spit." Said, "I'm just not," said, "nobody here to talk to me." Said, "every time I want Adam to sit on the porch and talk, and we can have some lemonade or something and just talk about things." Said, "Where is he?" Said, "All I got to do is sit here and name these animals. I got to name these animals by myself. Now, I'm going to do all of this." Adam can come here and do his part. He can do some of it. But Adam, he down there, so he says, "I'm just going home to Mama, wherever she is." So I'm just going away from here. I'm just going. So Adam was walking, he feeling bad. She was just Eve arguing. He'd been having a good time having it. And that day was the day God was walking around looking at the things he had created, you know, looking at his birds and things flying. And he met Adam and said, "Hey, Adam," said, "what it is?" Adam said, "It ain't so much, God." Said, "It ain't so much." Said, "Well, what's the matter?" He said, "It's that woman you give me, Lawrence." He said, she's sitting there and says, "I just don't do nothing much. I ain't nothing around here to do." And said, "I just started fishing a little bit." And said, "She just arguing, claims she ain't got nobody to talk to. Talking about she going home to her mama, wherever that is. Now, I don't know." He said, "Well, you know, I guess she is lonesome." Says, "You know what?" Says, "I've been intending to make some more people." He says, "I just haven't got around to it." Says, "I'm telling you one thing, Adam." Says, "I'm telling you, if anything you ever do, don't you make no world." Said, "Because you make a world, you going to mess up. You make one thing and you make it wrong." Said, "I made some camels, and then I gave one of them 2 humps and said the rest of them, they want 2 humps." Said, "Everything." So you fool around to find yourself getting in trouble every time." He said, "But I make some people so Miss Eve have somebody to talk to." So we went down to the creek down there, and they had some clay. And he and Adam, he said, "Come in and help me." So he and Adam, they started making up some clay. And they made it and worked in it and made it up, and they made them some people. And they made a whole heap of people. They made some people. Made some tall people, and some short people, and some skinny people, and some fat people, and some ugly people. And he made all kinds of people. And we said, "Now," said, "let's get some of this paint over here, mix some paint over here so we can paint them." So they started painting the people. And they painted them some red Indian people. And then they painted them some yellow Chinese people, and then they painted them some black African people. Then they got some chalk and they chalked on some Caucasian people. Said, well, said Adam said, ain't the people pretty? He said, I don't know, Lord. Said, that one no. He said, don't talk about my people. He said, all of my people pretty. He said, now I tell you, Adam, I tell you, says, I'm about finished with them. Said, but we finish up tomorrow. Said, you notice there's a little spot up there on top of the head, a little dent, a little soft dent. Said, that's where I'm going to put the brains in tomorrow. Said, I'm very busy now, I don't have time to finish this today. So I'm going to come here and put the brains in the morning. So he left, God left, and Adam went on home. He's feeling pretty good. And he got home and he told Eve that God said he was going to make some more people. She's going to have some people to talk with after tomorrow. He had a little more to do. So they stayed home. Eve was real nice to him. She's going to have somebody to talk to. And so he overslept the next day. And he got out there the next day, the people gone. He said, oh, God going to be mad at me. And I didn't even meet him down there. And he wanted me to be down here and help him put the brains in them people. And so he started walking and said, I'm going to see if I can meet him. I don't know what kind of excuse I can use for God. When he started walking and he met God, and God said, well, hey, Adam, I overslept a little, so I'm sorry. I hope you didn't wait long. He said, let's go and fix my people. He said, what people? God said, ain't you moved them people? He said, no, I didn't move my people. He said, well, they gone. He said, Adam, what'd you do to my people? He said, God, I didn't do nothing. He said, I didn't do nothing. He said, I came down here this morning and said, they gone. God came back down there and looked, and the people they were gone. All the people done walked away. He says, oh, Adam. He said, what we gonna do? He said, well, don't worry about it. He said, we got some more clear over here. He said, let's make some more people. So they made them up some more people, and they painted them the same color. And this time God put the brains in them right there. And so he went on off, and those people went out and replenished the earth. Had some more children to replenish the earth. Now I know you're going to wonder what happened to them walk-off people. But they also went out and replenished the earth. And they tell me that you can meet some of them in mighty high places.
Louise Anderson, there's only one of her, master storyteller, the night she received her North Carolina Folk Heritage Award in Raleigh.